Hey there and welcome to Consult the Blind Guy. In today's episode, we're talking about how you can make money by building and leasing websites. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Let's get to it. As I said, welcome to the show. Today we're talking about how you can make money by building and leasing websites. Now, technically, this is two separate things. However, you can actually do both as well. So first, what does it mean to build a website? Well, somebody can go out, purchase a domain, already have the hosting and everything set up for having a website, but have no idea how to use Elementor or any of the other free themes on WordPress. Or maybe they have, like I do, Thrive themes, and they don't know how to go in and do the background colors and the borders and uploading pictures and everything else to create a website. So instead of them struggling from the beginning to build their own website, they could hire somebody like you who has that experience to go in and completely create their website for them. They'll give you the information that they want on it. They can give you the pictures that they want associated with it, whether it's a picture of themselves, their company logo, or their branding, all their branding colors, and so on. And then you can go in with all the information that you need to create the website for them. And then you can make a fair amount of money in the process. I have actually seen people on Fiverr and other freelancing sites that charge anywhere between $50 and up to go in and do web design. Some of the hosting companies themselves have that ability to have somebody help you create your website for you, and they themselves charge upwards of $50 and more, depending on the individual you want to work with to be your web pro. And that's just one of the ways that you can make money, is to build websites. Now, you don't have to necessarily build a website for somebody else either. You can also build websites of your own. We'll say, for instance, you want to make a website just to be able to sell that website. So you would buy a domain name, have the hosting and everything taken care of, go in and create, we'll say, a website on cameras. And it will go over the various different cameras that are out there for live streamers, for instance. You can have it on there, give your personal opinion on the upsides and downsides of each of those cameras, and have a blog associated to it, and reference all the different top brands like Sony and Canon and everything else for everybody to be able to go on to Google, do a search for what's the best camera, it pull up your website. They can look at your blogs and your posts about the comparison between them and so forth. And then not only are you generating traffic, building your authority in that specific topic, but you can actually take that website and then list it on flippa.com and sell that website potentially for hundreds or thousands of dollars. The next option is to be able to lease websites. So we'll say, for instance, you're like me, you already have your own website, you have a fairly good hosting plan that will allow you up to 25 websites associated with your account. I only have currently 2 websites associated with my account. That means I have 23 possibilities of other websites I can either create and use myself or lease to somebody like you. And how does that work? Well, you can do it a couple different ways. One, you can have the person who has the hosting purchase the domain name and set everything up, or you could be the one that wants the website, so you would purchase the domain name, give that information to the person that's going to be hosting your website, have them associate it with their account and set everything up. And then that person that is leasing the website would pay you for using up a slot within your account. So we'll say hypothetically, just for giggles, that I have my website and I have my hosting package. You decide that you want to start your own website, and we'll call it mysite.com/YouTube, just for instance. You would either A, buy that domain name yourself, or B, pay me the money in order to purchase that domain name and then link it to my account. And then I would have to go in and either make you an editor or a manager to allow you to get into my account to be able to work on your website, or make an arrangement with you not only to do your domain and lease that website space to you, but to also manage it for you. That means to go in and make sure things are updated, to design it how you want it, lay it out how you want it, and so on. Now, you could do this yourself, but that means you're going to have more expense. For instance, if you're on Bluehost, you can get a plan for like $3 to $5 a month. You can get your domain for about $15 a year. But then you have the additional features like Jetpack for automatic backups, security features, and everything else that add into your total expense for the year. And it can add up quick. Now, do you want to go in and spend anywhere between $300 and $500 to have your website? If you said no, that's where it is useful to have somebody that will lease you a spot within their plan like mine. I have already invested that money to have my own website and the security features and the backup features to make sure that my website's taken care of. In which case, you could pay for a portion of that by leasing your website hosting from me, which, in case, as I said a moment ago, you would either pay for the domain yourself and give me the information, or you would pay me the money that would go to that purchase, and I would purchase the domain name for you, link everything to my account, and then you would pay me a yearly fee for having your domain set up and having your website hosted within my plan. And that is another way that you could potentially make some money, and not only make some money but pay for your own website as well. Because as I said, I've got 2 websites and I can have up to 25 on my plan. And that's not just for my hosting plan, that is also for my theme package as well, which has all the goodies in it to not only design my website, but to have nice features as well for courses and lead generation and so on. So you could potentially be able to lease websites on your own account, and then having multiple people on your account could also pay for your own website. So we'll say, for instance, you invest $500 into having your own website. That's your own domain name, your hosting costs, the security package, the backup package, the essentials. Then you decide to lease out more on your account. As I said, I've got 23 slots that I could use. So I could have up to 23 different people, or a few different people, who want to have multiple websites, either way. And I could go in, lease those slots to those people, and then charge each of them $100, $150, $200 a year to cover their domain name and their portion of the hosting and features cost. And if you've got a $500 investment for you to have your own website, and we'll say you charge $100 or $150, screw it, we'll just say $200 because of the work you're going to have to put into it as well. So you have somebody lease your slot for $200 a year, covering everything, and you get 3 people right off the bat. That's $600. That $600 just paid for your website. And if you have more people, the more money that you get into towards your own website. So you could have 10 people at $200. That's $2,000. So now your website's covered for all expenses for an entire year, and then some. In which case, now you could take some of that technically for yourself as profit. So now you're making more money. So I hope this gives you a quick understanding of how you can make money by either building or leasing websites, as well as the possibility of doing both. If you'd like more information on this topic, as well as others that I talk about here on this channel, you can head on over to consultablindguy.com/blog, to where you can be able to see more information on this topic, as well as others, for you to be able to make money from home and online. And if you're interested, I also have my book available, Income Booster 100 Plus Businesses, that you can start from home and ditch the 9-to-5. And this book is packed, and I mean packed, with helpful information, tips, tricks, and things to consider when working from home and working online and doing any one of these 100 plus businesses that you can start right now. No matter what your age or your situation, there is something in there to help you to be able to start making money in as little as a few minutes from watching this video. There's some in there you can literally start doing right now and start generating money immediately. And then there's some in there that will require you to do a little bit of extra legwork, but can potentially pay off a great amount of money. Doesn't matter whether you're somebody that is already full-time or part-time employed, unemployed, disabled, college student, or a stay-at-home parent. There's something in there for you. So I hope you found today's episode helpful. If you have questions or comments, by all means, please feel free to drop them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe so you can stay updated on the latest videos, live streams, and more. I hope you have a great day or evening, depending on where you are in the world, and we'll catch you in the next episode. We'll see you soon.